Okay, so I want to put some counters, even number of counters which share a side. So I want everything else to have an odd number. What is a thing that achieves that? Evan, when is late today? Wait, I don't understand the question. If the question is how long will we go for, probably at least another hour, maybe two. Okay, let's put some counters in. So the counters can have a few different forms. If it's at the corner, it's like 1 1. If it's like here, it's 1 1 1 1. And then if it's like at the edge, and I want counters are weird. Do I need to pair them up? Like every counter should touch another counter, right? Is that true? I'm assuming in the statement. But yeah, so nearly all counters share a side with a different counter. Like unless they actually touch C. Um there has to be some coloring complex combo argument. I mean, what if there is a construction? I also don't feel like this feels particularly good for like the typical complex type arguments. Have you tried four color yet? It seems strong. I don't know what you mean by four color. Oh, just four color the thing? Okay. Okay, sure. So I think you'd be glad to hear this. Okay. Is the answer yes if n is odd? Uh yeah, I don't see one for 4x4 either. I don't really see. So if I have a four coloring, it's like I don't know what that tells you. Yeah, if you want a parity argument, what you're hoping for is that you want the number of nice cells to always be like 1 mod 4 or sorry, like never 1 mod 4 or like never 1 mod 2 or something like that. So I think the thing to do is you can like just throw some counters on a 4x4 and see if the number of nice cells like has constant-ish parity. And I don't think it does. And the problem is because of the edges of the board. Um Yeah, like because I think it's unlikely a direct parity argument could work because yeah. Also, like yeah, as people are saying, we want to find they mostly come in pairs is what we decided, right? So we're mostly looking at things like, let me draw the following shape. Like, suppose I have two adjacent counters. Okay, and then they should each take out these. And it doesn't even seem implausible. Like, maybe I can just cover the board except for one cell with things like this. Because it's okay if they fall outside the... It's okay if they just fall outside, right? Like, thing. Oh wait, shoot. The problem is even number. Or no, we want most cells to not be nice. Yeah, yep. Yeah, so, like, I don't see any reason to believe that, like, we can't cover the board with auras like this. Like, maybe it's not possible, but, like, it's not obviously impossible. Like, the fact that... Basically, the fact is, like... An old shortlist CN where n at least 4. Parity obstruction? Like, the reason I'm so cynical of the parity is because, like, the... Like, the thing is that things can fall off the edge of the board. Randomly placed counters. I would be a little surprised if randomly placing counters works. Because... Well, maybe it's not that weird. Actually... Yeah. The problem is, like, there's too many constraints, right? Like, you would... There's a constraint on every cell. Yeah. So, I mean, you can make a heuristic argument in the following way. What you can say is that there's 2 to the 10,000 combinations, and there's, like... The number of conditions is equal to the number of equations. So, yeah, something. What do you think is the easiest post-2012 USML? I might say 14 or 15. Oh. 12. So here. Can we try coloring? Okay, here's a reason. Here's the reason I am so skeptical of coloring arguments right now. I mean, it's not impossible, but I feel like you need something that isn't just straight coloring. The reason is that I can easily, not easily, but you go away. Pale blue. Oops, that's a different thing. Ah, that's too big. So this is a picture. I stole this from like Eggman 2019. This is a program I've done before. In this picture, every cell is nice, so that's 0 nice cells. If I take any of the non-corner edges, say I take away this one, what happens is I now have exactly 3 nice cells. So the number of nice cells may be odd. Every cell is... Sorry, every cell is not nice, so that's 0 nice cells. Oh, that's good. Yeah, basically I can... If I remove one of these counters, there's 3 nice cells. So the number of nice cells can be odd. So in order for me to believe this, well actually, like I can remove any number of these I want, right? Like I could remove this one, and this one, and I would get 9 nice cells. So the number of nice cells may be 1 mod 8. And similarly for everything else. So any solution is going to have to say something about the distribution of the counters along the border. The border matters. And so, like, that's why, like, I don't know, like, it could be a parity argument, but if it's a parity argument, it has to somehow also say something about the number of border cells, which is not impossible, but is an obstruction we have to think about. You cannot just randomly try colorings and not think about this obstruction. Yeah, also from old shortlist. Yeah, in fact, not even like...
Our struggle as artists isn't about appeasing the crowd. Rather, it's about tending to the broken parts inside of ourselves.
What? I thought
We create things as a reflection of this struggle. To study our perception.
Yeah, there's 0 nice cells, but if I remove counters, every non-corner counter gives me 3 additional nice cells. That's the problem. Also, why is this... Okay, you know what? We'll just let the guy talk in the background, it's fine.
Constantly switching
In fact, if I take away this counter and move it
from an understanding that
here,
aren't static,
nice. This one's nice. This one's nice. This one's okay. That's 4 nice cells.
like water.
There are 5. It makes these 5 nice. Ah, damn it. I'm hoping that I can like just nudge this a little bit to get yeah, that's too optimistic. Okay, well, the other thing is, I think this example is nice to know because linear algebraically, what we're doing is we're adding combinations of like the base vectors here, like this one, and this one. And we were trying to get a situation where almost everything is 1 except there's 1, 0. But there's actually a situation we can get where everything is 1. So equivalent, the problem, because of this example, it's also equivalent to give a construction where there is exactly 1 not nice cell, because then we can sort exclusive OR the 2 together. XOR. I'm gonna even construct an explicit basis for the image. Well, I have a spanning set, namely the 2 to the 2 to the 10,000 things. I just don't know what the kernel is. Which actually gives me a pretty good reason, though, to believe that the answer should be yes, because it means that the... Yeah, what is the kernel, actually? Can I just compute the kernel? That seems very ambitious. But it's not. It's not impossible. Like, it's possible I actually can just compute the kernel and show that the kernel is not big enough. Like, for the problem statement to be true, I think the kernel has to have dimension at least 2. Because the subspace is not sum equals 0. Yeah, I don't know if the kernel is actually computable. That sounds like a long shot. But I will keep that in my head in case I am desperate and I see a reason to believe it might work. Alright, 100 squared equations over FP. Yeah, but I mean, it means that all 100 systems has to fail. I can at least say the kernel is non-trivial because if I add this map to its mirror, add this picture to its mirror image, I get some shape. I don't know exactly what that shape is actually. Where's the symmetry? Yeah, but the kernel is not that small. It has this plus its mirror image across the, or like even just the rotation of it. I have a question. If I take a diagonal, what happens? Like if I take this, and this, Which things are left over? Most things cancel out when I do this, right? Oh, hey, this is promising actually. This leaves me with a 1 here and a 1 there. So I'm adding, I want to get a, it's equivalent to get exactly 1, 1. The problem asks for all exactly 1, 0, but because I have all 1's picture, it's equivalent to say exactly a single 1. Moreover, I can get this picture. So given 2 things, I can... Okay, now I'm going to put a guy here. Maybe there is a parity obstruction. Can I say anything about the number of tokens that are like on the edge? That seems so difficult though. If I say that there's exactly a single 1. Oh, okay. This thing is just in the kernel, right? When I did this. That's too symmetric. I need something less symmetric. Yeah, it would. Yeah. I need an odd number of counter. That's the thing that's really messing with me. I haven't found any. Yeah. Like maybe I can prove that if there's a single 1, then somehow there's. But the boundary of the grid is just so bad. Like anything you try to do with that boundary just. Is this in the kernel? This picture? This is like just I put everything. No, it has like a 1 here. There's 1 here. Damn. That's fine. Like somehow I need to there needs to be a point where symmetry is broken, so I can do something like this, and then I want to like cancel these out. Clear all nice ones green initially. I wanted to start drawing some patterns. I want to see what patterns I can make. Like if I color like this is the pattern where there's like a 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. What kind of pattern doesn't... everything feels... Evan, do you want me to send emails? You don't have to anymore. For Otis, because I now have... My webpage tells me when people submit. Yeah, it used to be I didn't have that, so I needed people to email me when they were done, and then the number of students went into triple digits, and I was like, okay, I should just set the website. 94. I don't know how to break the symmetry. I just realized I have a meeting at 9, so I might need to move the TSTST stream. Well, that was poor foresight. Yeah, stream typically goes at least 4 hours. Sometimes 3 if I'm tired, and sometimes 5 if I'm feeling not tired. Alright, I'm gonna have to... Yeah. Good thing I didn't post the announcement yet. Man, I'm so bad at scheduling. Move to Tuesday and use 3VT's title? That sounds not good. I think that part of the reason I want to avoid Tuesday is because because what? Online Math Open finishes on Tuesday, and it sounds like they're trying to maybe have a math jam. In which case, I don't really want to conflict with them. Yeah. Okay. All right. 8 p.m. We're doing 8. I'll try to. That means I only get an hour to do the review, which is fine. It's only 3 problems. Oh man. Man, I'm so bad at scheduling. Oh Jesus. Will you have a stream on December 25th? I guess so. This is really hard to explain about a spreadsheet. Lamau. It is a parity argument. Really? It's actually a parity argument? Oh. It does not solve an high. Wait, what happened? I realized like halfway through solving this problem that so at the start of the stream I was like, by the way, let's have a TST review stream at 9 p.m. And then like about 10 minutes ago I'm like, wait a minute, I have a meeting at 9. I scheduled my stream over my meeting. They're like, so now the TST review stream is at 8. And I'm like, man, I'm so glad I did not like post on social media yet saying that TST review stream is at 8. 9 is bad for East Coast anyways? Is that true? I don't know. Is 4x4 even possible? I doubt 4x4. I think that is a good question actually. My feeling has been no from the small case, even though my algebraic intuition is that it should be. We should play SC2 sometime. Oh man. Is he shooting now? So let the top row be fixed. If no cells are nice, then everything is fixed. So is everything uniquely determined by... Oh, that's true. Yeah, once I pick the cells in the top row, everything else is fixed. So, okay. So like for example, if I... let's see. Okay, so if I have kernel elements, can I describe what the top row is in terms of... Actually, I wonder if it's better to just fix the row that has the nice cell or something. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm getting anywhere at this point though. If the top row is not... If the bad cell is not at the top row, there's only one of 4 possibilities. Oh, that's actually really useful information. So the top row... Well, I don't know. Oh, you seem second row empty. Ah, alright. I feel like I should be able to construct it, but I don't see how. I just want to get it so that there's only one. So here's a thing to start actually. Well, no, that's not true. So there was a thing I did earlier where when I placed the counters like here and here, or just in general in a diagonal line like this, it's a construct that transfers the like it has 2 ones like this. So nothing is working. It looks like that. And then in this construction, if I take out, like I want to take out a dot here. Wait, actually the kernel of this map is really large. Now that I think about it. Because it's Like I can take the parallel one here, and then here. So I can draw rectangles that look like this. Rectangle. And this will have sum equal to 0. So, like rectangles, like every rectangle like this lies in the kernel. So like, oh, and they're obviously they should be linearly independent. So the size of the kernel contains at least like things like the span of all these rectangles, which for 100 is like, yeah, that's like 48 elements, 48 linearly independent elements right there. Wait, that's massive actually. What the heck? I mean, I guess the dimension is 10,000. Oh, okay, but there's like 48 elements in the kernel like this. Constructions rotation is that's the problem. Like, I know in principle I can get like in principle I'm able to get constructions that have like say 9 nice cells. But I can't get symmetric constructions that don't have too many cells. But I might be because I'm not trying enough. Like I need to break the symmetry somehow, but I can't. No. The key is that in each set of ones we can't have any. Any cell touches an even number of each set of ones. Oh, that looks like it might do something. Okay. All right, let's pull this up. So here's an example with well, there's more happening now. Okay, it's gonna. Oh, freaking. Yeah, so the claim is that in this shape, every cell touches an even number. This is a weird as heck shape. We'll wait for 3VT's cursor to stop moving around. Ignore this? Okay. Yeah, but this is, okay, yeah, this is 12 by 12, I guess. And this is a set, so this is a way you can handle the boundary. Okay, fine. If you don't look at all the cells, but look at just a particular set, the marked cells here have the property that any counter can only hit an even number of them. So you can't have a nice cell among these ones, but you can take the mirror image where it looks like that. So when I overlay these two, like it's like neither of these. Is it the one cell? Is it red in either picture? Like the nice cell should be red in. I'm a little confused. Like I feel like this. The ones ignore red. Okay, whatever. So which cell, what does this, when I overlay these two together, what do I get? I get the entire boundary, so... No solutions for n equals 4? Okay. That's good to know. I guess you can sum them. Okay. Wow, okay. This shape looks really familiar. I definitely have not seen that exact shape in this problem that I had pulled up. It's definitely not the image that I commented out when I was editing this source. Oh my god. Okay, so, let's bring that back. How about that? I think that's good reason to believe that's likely to be useful. So I commented this out because I thought it didn't matter, but it might actually do quite a lot. So what we're gonna do is, oh frick. That's not the 4 rings. I need the 4 rings. Okay, you're alright. It was parity. It was parity. I kept locking myself into thinking that it was it was necessarily just I was wrong. You guys are right. It's parity. I don't think it solves, but I think I am now convinced the answer should be no. Where previously I was convinced the answer should be yes. Because I was like, I don't think you can do a parity thing because of the boundary. And I also don't... So, like... This is 12, so we have rings that look like this. What it means is that the bad cell, it can't be in any of the blue rings, right? Because any cell is... Yeah, any cell is adjacent to an even number of blue cells. So the single um, the single nice cell must be among the white ones. Which actually that sort of explains why nothing I tried earlier was working. How does this help for white? I don't know. I just think that it's more likely that well, one, because there was no construction for 4x4, and two, because like I don't know, it felt less and less like there would be a reasonable construction or something. But it's very good to know that the nice cell must be in the white, because none of the constructions I was trying earlier were going to have that property. Yeah, because I kept trying to do stuff with the stuff that was at the edge and it just wasn't working out. Does this new idea use multiple of 4? It might not, honestly. Well, you need to have rings. Like you need to be able to draw rings like this, and I think you can. I have a counter example for 6x6. That sounds pretty good. I would like to see it. I have to type it? Yeah, that's fine. You can still draw rings for a 6x6, it's just that the innermost ring will be... Oh no. It's F. The innermost ring will be blue instead of white, which doesn't affect anything, I think. But... yeah. It should still... even if the inner ring is blue. Yeah, I'm leaning towards no. It's just so for a 4x4, it means that if we're trying to construct a 4x4, it means that our 1 has to be in the central spheres. Scroll down on my spreadsheet. Thank you, Path Mark Oak, for the follow. Oh, are there more? So it's the rings and then the mod 3. Oh, Jesus, it's mod 3. Yeah, so these things and then the 2 mirror images and it's okay. There's like 7 pictures, right? Does it not work? Wait, what's the issue though? Now I'm confused. The corners exist. We don't care about the corners because they're handled by this case, right? Oh. Ah, fine. Is it just because of this little guy though? I don't know, don't delete it. Uh-oh. Yeah, but I really like the general idea where I just keep looking for rectangles. Yeah, there you go. I like the idea where you look for a set and we're taking advantage of the fact that there's only one nice cell. Or I guess one non-nice. I guess we've flipped the problem so that it's like not nice now. Yeah, so these rectangles can stretch to any... Yeah, that should just work. Yeah, I think that just works. 10 minutes later. Well, thanks for the help. See ya. Does it? Yeah. For the 100 case, because the innermost ring is white, I don't run into the edge case where the rectangle is too narrow in either direction. I don't need the corners, I only need here. Diagonals work? Oh, diagonals do work. Wait, so actually okay, there were a lot of small sets that worked and we just missed them. Wait, diagonals work? Really? Do we not need the rings? That's actually kind of hard to believe. I guess that's true. Alright, I'm just gonna call it. I think that should be the idea. I'm sorry, I was wrong. I didn't think parity could work because I kept insisting on using the entire board. But that's not what you're supposed to do. If you want a parity argument, you're supposed to say, look at this subset, I claim that it has an even number, and yeah, I guess it's fine because you're like, if it's odd, at least one's... Yeah. I'm still trying to think, why was I so convinced parity would work? Well, it's just like, you just need to look at it also. You need to choose subsets such that everything is hit by an even number. And then you're fine. Like, I'll put it this way. It doesn't have to be a partition. That's the thing I kept getting wrong. Like, I kept thinking the shape of a parity argument is I partition the board into several sets. And then, like, you know, show that each set has an even number. But it doesn't have to be a partition. Because as long as it's spanning, it's okay. we don't care about the double counting because we're looking at exactly one cell nice rather than um, just odd number of cells. So it's just okay if there's multiplicity. Okay, well I learned something new, which is that my instincts on this kind of thing suck. Yeah. I even drew the rectangle and I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I was just like, yeah, these. Oh man. Is this going into any unit? Grids? Like grids? No, this feels like grids. And it turns out to be double count. There's only a color of the board like a chessboard, and the S be the cell. What is Atmo 2013 for? No, APMO 2013 4 is just in arrows. Like, if you call it a polynomial, like, I don't think you gain much information you didn't before. Like, you can make it a generating function, but I don't feel like it actually gives you additional mileage. Like, I think you can decompile the proof and it's like the same. Like, I don't think the polynomial solution is essentially different from the natural one. Okay, anyways. What did I miss? We solved the problem. So what you do is you consider rectangles that are sort of like the... You consider rectangles that look sort of like the green one, except I'm supposed to make the diagonals a little farther apart. Yeah, but basically the way you do it is you construct spanning sets, and it doesn't have to be a partition, and it's fine. Well, what happened is that, so these blue rings are an example. In the blue rings, every counter hits an even number of blue cells. Therefore, there is the single special cell cannot be in the blue region. It has to be in the white region. But then you can construct like O of n other blue things where the blue things are just diagonals that almost form a rectangle, except they like don't touch by a cell. And those will also cover everything, and it's just fine. Yeah.